In 1901, divers discovered an extraordinary object inside an ancient shipwreck near the Greek island of Antikythera. At first, it looked like little more than a collection of broken pieces. But researchers eventually realized that it contained a complex system of gears. The Antikythera Mechanism is believed to be more than 2,000 years old. It could model astronomical cycles and track the movements of celestial bodies. How did ancient engineers create something so sophisticated? Across the desert plains of southern Peru are enormous drawings known as the Nazca Lines. Created hundreds or even thousands of years ago, these enormous geoglyphs depict animals, plants, geometric shapes, and long straight lines. Some figures can only be fully appreciated from above. This has led to countless theories about why they were created. Were they connected to religious ceremonies? Were they related to astronomical observations? Or did they serve another purpose that we still don't understand? How did ancient engineers create something so sophisticated? Imagine discovering a monumental stone complex that is more than 11,000 years old. That's what makes Göbekli Tepe in modern-day Turkey so important. The site contains massive carved stone pillars and structures dating to the early Neolithic period. What makes the discovery especially fascinating is its age. For a long time, researchers thought that large-scale monumental construction came only after humans had developed agriculture and settled into permanent communities. Göbekli Tepe complicated that picture. Archaeologists continue to investigate how these structures were built, what they were used for, and what they tell us about the societies that created them. One of the world's most famous mysterious manuscripts is the Voynich Manuscript. Written sometime in the early 15th century, the manuscript contains hundreds of pages filled with strange illustrations and an unfamiliar writing system. The text has resisted centuries of attempts to understand it. Researchers have suggested that it could represent a genuine unknown language, a coded text, or something else entirely. Modern technology has also been used to study the manuscript, yet there is still no universally accepted translation of the entire text. So who created it, and what exactly were they trying to say? We still don't know. Discovered on the island of Crete in 1908, the Phaistos Disc is one of archaeology's most intriguing objects. The clay disc contains symbols arranged in a spiral pattern. Unlike ordinary inscriptions, the symbols appear to have been stamped into the clay. The biggest problem is simple: we don't know exactly what the symbols mean. Many theories have been proposed, but there is no widely accepted decipherment. Even more interesting is the fact that the disc is unique. Without other long examples of the same writing system, researchers have very little material to compare it with. Until more evidence is discovered, the true meaning of the Phaistos Disc remains uncertain. In the late 16th century, an English settlement was established on Roanoke Island, in what is now North Carolina. When the colony's governor returned after an extended absence, the settlement had been abandoned. There was no obvious sign of a battle. The only major clue was the word Croatoan carved into wood. Historians have proposed several explanations, including migration, conflict, disease, or integration with nearby indigenous communities. But the complete story remains unknown. High in the Andes of Bolivia lies the ancient archaeological site of Pumapunku. The site contains enormous stone blocks and precisely shaped architectural elements. Some of the stones appear remarkably well worked, and their construction has inspired many theories about how ancient builders transported and shaped them. Archaeologists, however, generally study Pumapunku as part of the Tiwanaku civilization rather than as evidence of an unknown advanced civilization. The real mystery is not whether aliens built it. The fascinating question is how ancient people organized the labor, technology, transportation, and engineering required to create such monumental architecture. Ancient mysteries don't always require supernatural explanations. Sometimes, the most fascinating answer is simply that ancient civilizations were more creative, organized, and technologically capable than we once imagined. And in some cases, we simply don't have enough evidence yet. Which of these mysteries do you find the most fascinating? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more.